nice to be like, hey, we actually have a home game. I mean, this place would be rocking.
It's all at the tip of our fingers.
It's off the tip of our tongues. Yep. Love it. All right, Chris. Are we back? Talking WAGs?
Back to the WAG Talk.
Yeah. Kind of wild. Well, I mean, you can introduce it. This is your segment. I'm not taking your thunder. This is
No,
your
did
segment.
you want to start?
No, this is your thunder. Your thunder. So.
What were we gonna start with?
Well, there was another one that we didn't mention last week. We did Taylor
let's start
Swift.
with that.
Yeah, so there was Cade
York.
York, kicker for the Bengals, dating or
the
married.
first week of being the kicker for the
Yeah, he got
Bengals.
brought in. He was actually who was he play? Did he play for Commanders or Bengals?
No, he didn't play for anybody.
He didn't play. Okay, so yeah, coming in.
He has played for the Browns in the past, I think.
Okay, Browns. Okay, yeah. Coming in.
Girlfriend.
Dallas Cowboys cheerleader.
Yeah.
They're playing each other. Pretty cool viral clip of watching him kick a field goal, make his first one, and you can just they panned her 15 times.
Oh my god! Every time he started walking out there, they were like, "Oh, we got to get a video of this girl."
I mean, you almost missed the plays because it was on her face, and so.
And then if he made the kick, instantly right back.
Yeah, and I think he actually made a few field goals, which was great. But it was also like one of those things. Yeah, it was literally like he made it. They look at her and she's like, "Oh, thank God." And it was like, "Yeah, it probably wouldn't have been great." But
would you like that?
would I like to do what? Wait, what?
Having your girlfriend be the cheerleader of the opposite team?
Well, for his sake, I'm married, but for his sake, I would say it is kind of interesting because he hasn't really been stuck on a team.
No, he literally got signed the week before.
Yeah, and you said he played for the Browns before, so it's
I don't think this year.
Does he even have a job?
No, I don't think he was on the Browns this year. I think that he was not on any team this whole year until this year, or until that game.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's only played. Let's say he's played 2 games this year, and then he was acquired by Washington, where he played 1 game.
Previously with Washington. Yeah.
Well, this year, beginning of this year.
Yep.
So then he's played 2 games. So Evan McPherson must have got hurt.
Yep.
Decent though, decent day. But yeah, I don't know. That would be kind of interesting.
Okay, so would you like having your girlfriend cheering for on the sideline, or would you rather them like in the stands?
Probably just in the stands.
Okay.
I mean,
would you like knowing that in the second and fourth quarter she'd be on your sideline?
just right there.
Just as like
a little distraction. Hey, how you doing, honey? That would be kind of weird too.
Okay.
And I also feel like sometimes these guys, and I don't know, I mean, I don't think a lot of them are dating cheerleaders, but it's interesting because you listen to these guys pregame and they're like, oh, what are you going to go do? Like when they interview before the game, they're like, I got to go find a very dark place because I got to get ready to hit some people. It's like, I don't know if you really want your significant other on the sideline.
Not a kicker.
Yeah. Yeah, different with a kicker. Yeah. Hopefully not getting into dark space.
They met at the gym though.
Is that where they met? I don't know the background story. So now he's still on the team.
For
backup kicker.
He's not going to be the long-term kicker.
No, McPherson is good. Yeah. But he did well, so it's kind of a cool story.
There you go.
That's the first WAG Talk.
Next are we going Gia Duddy?
Yeah, Gia Duddy. I did see that on TikTok actually, which is interesting. I don't get it. Well, did she purposely do this? What's the story behind her going to the game?
Well, she's a former Will Levis girlfriend.
Yeah.
Ex-girlfriend now.
Yep. She actually went viral when he was getting drafted.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why it helped her case.
I would say it helped her cause, yeah. 100%. She gained a few followers that day.
Oh my God, a lot. But she made it, I mean, she does, I feel like she's in the same kind of vibe as Alex Earl, just not like to the extent, because she isn't, I would say, probably isn't as enjoyable to like watch and listen to.
Yeah, and I think Alex Earl, well, I mean, I don't know necessarily about Gia Duddy as guess, but Alex Earl for sure was popped off, and then she started dating Braxton Berrios. I feel like it wasn't like
she popped off because of
Will Levis. Like Gia Duddy is. I don't want to say just. There's probably some people out there that are like, dude, she was so famous. I'm sorry, I found out about her because of Will Levis.
Yeah,
Alex Earl was
I would say most people did because of that draft video.
Right, the draft video, and then now she's become. I think she does the same stuff to like get ready with me and. Is she what, an influencer?
Just not as interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah. Here's a question for, all the influencers out there in the world. If TikTok goes away, do those people just not have jobs?
I don't think so.
Okay.
No, I don't think that their jobs go away.
Okay. They just find something else?
A little side note, the TikTok ban is specifically for the TikTok in its form currently. Mm-hmm. But there would be still a form of TikTok that will happen
down the road.
after that. Most
Got it.
likely, they're trying to buy the U.S. like capability versions of it,
Yeah,
so that they can still have a version of TikTok just like the U.S. version. Which I don't know what in the IP. This is probably getting way too deep, but like I don't know what in the IP is specific to China something or other. But apparently that's the thing. Is
Well, do you think it's because since it is a Chinese-made, I guess you could say, app, people are like, oh, they can take our information and they can use our information, and
that's
so now
what,
it's like
that's the
reason, right?
issue right now.
Then so everyone's like, hey, if we make it
But there would be a U.S. version.
but also at the same time, like the U.S. is still always taking our information and using it as much as we hate
Chinese or
no, just in general, the Americans.
the
everything.
US.
Yeah.
oh
Every
yeah.
time you use an
But
app,
you'd probably rather have the U.S. have the
Correct.
information than China.
exactly.
Yeah.
That's the huge discrepancy. Yes, I agree.
Okay, but anyways, back to G Duddy. So she went to the Titans game, made a big deal about it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything else after that. Like,
Unfortunately,
It was a big
our Will Levis played horrible. Got benched.
our guys.
I mean, he stinks.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, I don't know how long you last with people, but like, at some point, the Titans also just have to be like, all right, we screwed that up. He's not good.
I mean, Gia Duddy won this round.
Yes, 100% Gia Duddy won this round. Is it? I mean, my thing is like, did she go and like, the thing about it is, I wonder if she knew it was going to blow up like that, so she was like, I'm making
No,
it.
she knows what she's doing.
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously-
do you think Will
obviously
Levis
it's
knew
gonna
she was
blow up.
going to the game before the game?
Probably. I don't know what time she posted.
You
the
think she
video
sent
at,
him a little text like, "Hey, I'll be at the game. Good luck."
Honestly, no, I don't think so.
I mean, he stinks.
They seem
He
like
stinks.
they would have a relationship where they would go to no contact once they break up and then they don't talk.
100%. I mean, he stinks. He's just bad. So
Okay, on that same note, because we talked a little bit about Alex Earl. This is a throw-in. So the Wags had a Christmas party for the Dolphins.
okay,
Everybody brought a drink and like a gift for each people. Apparently there was like 15 Wags that went.
okay.
Okay.
Yep.
And each person had to get a gift for each of the other people.
So you had to get 15 gifts.
Yep. Were you aware of this?
No.
Okay, perfect. So if you were going to a party like this,
Okay. Like
Christmas party
with
you got to bring a gift for each of them. Put yourself in the WAG shoe.
So I'm Alex Earl.
Yeah, or just any of the other ones that are going to this type of party.
Okay.
Okay. And you got to bring a gift. What would you bring?
Like amount wise, or just in
No. Like
an item.
Yeah.
I don't know. My first thought is
Keep in mind, these are people that are married or dating NFL players. So they have the means to get
whatever
a lot
they
of
want.
things.
Yeah. I would probably say maybe if you really wanted to go out there, jewelry or something that was like customized for each player's significant other. It's like Tyreek's.
That's a good
I
idea.
don't know if it's wife or something, but like something that has Tyreek to deal with.
Okay.
You know? Or something kind of like that. My first thought was wine, but then I was like, they are too rich to just.
They can get whatever wine they want.
Yeah. I would say probably it would be cool if you did a specialized gift, like, hey, I'm going to gift you
Okay.
like something like that.
It's like you already knew what she did.
I did not know this.
She got little bag charm things that you can clip onto your like game day bags.
Like this is for the WAGs now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was Alex Earl's gift.
Okay.
Bag charms. One charm was a dolphin, like a pretty good sized dolphin, like probably this big.
Yeah, okay.
And it was so that was part of it, and then their number it was on there, and then like one or two other charms on there onto each of these like things that hook onto
The bags?
the bag that they would bring to the game.
Oh, okay. So yeah, decent gift.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Those parties are always interesting because it's like, yeah, where they make so much money. Like, what do you get that person?
Right.
You have to get 15 gifts.
But also, okay, I was thinking about
So you're
this.
getting 15 gifts.
Yeah, pretty cool, huh?
That's insane.
And the other thing, like, it's like our other friend that got like the
Emma.
personalized jacket.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it seems so odd to me. Okay, there's 53 people on the active roster.
Yep.
Okay, 53. There's only 15 WAGs that you want to go to the party or that can go to the party.
Yeah.
I would think that number would be higher. like
Yeah,
25 to 30.
But also, so if you have 53 people,
Yeah.
maybe 15 don't have significant others.
Okay.
So now you're down to 38.
Yeah.
Then you sit here and say, okay, maybe some of them have multiple kids. And the dad ain't. The NFL player's like, no, we have. I mean, was Tyreek Hill's wife there? They had like 7 kids.
I don't know who went.
Oh, I'm just
but
saying.
Why would that matter?
That's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is there has to be these different cliques within the team. Not everyone. It's an NFL team. Not everyone loves everyone.
Yeah,
the players don't even like each other.
Yeah, but if it's a WAG party, I feel like you kind of got to make an effort to go.
Yeah, if you're invited. Do you think they were invited?
I think everybody would be invited. That would start creating some issues if they didn't get invited.
Yeah, off the field drama.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right, last one.
Talk about drama.
Yeah, Travis Hunter's fiance.
Yeah, Travis Hunter. We'll probably touch on this a little later. One Heisman.
Yeah. What would you say? Guaranteed top 3 pick, depending on who people pick.
Yeah, I would probably say top 5 guaranteed.
You don't
a high chance. Well, because the first 2 picks are quarterbacks.
You think?
Yes, depending on who it is.
Really?
Yes, I would say
the Jags.
I don't think the Jags will though. I think it's gonna be the Raiders and the Giants, and I think both of them are gonna go quarterback. So I think Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders. I think if the Jaguars do it,
you think they would trade back?
Yeah, I don't know. I think you could get
something on Hunter though.
Yeah, but what position is Hunter gonna play?
Any.
Yeah.
All.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways.
So yeah, his fiance. Obviously, there was some rumors about. Not rumors. There was a video of her where he won it. Everyone stood up. He had.
The ceremony was on Saturday.
Yeah, Saturday. Shedeur Sanders was there. Dion was there. His mom was there. Lil Wayne was there. Mm-hmm. And then I think the offensive coordinator.
He's a big Colorado supporter.
Yeah. But his fiance was the first one sitting there. And there's also a video of Deion Sanders touching her to be like, hey, stand up. Mm-hmm. So that's the first bad look. I'm going to say this is a bad look.
Yeah.
And I know they've been dating for a while. He's actually publicly addressed this a lot because he's getting a lot of heat for it. Mm-hmm. But then it's like she was the last one to stand up, and right after he hugged her, she sat right back down. She was the last one to stand up and the first one to sit down, and people are ripping her.
So do you think that
I don't know how I feel about her.
Do you think that it's just like she doesn't know how to act in the limelight, or
she better learn?
Well, I know, but
I don't know.
She's had a couple different instances.
Yeah.
She was pissed apparently right after one of his last games.
That was his last senior day.
And people were ripping on her for being all pissed after right after the game. And how could you be so angry right now?
They just won and it was your fiance's last game.
Right.
His Heisman guy. Yeah. I don't know.
And people were trying to read her lips or whatever.
Yeah, they're always trying to do that shit. And don't get me wrong. At some point, yes, it is a little bit of a learning curve, but no matter what, moving forward now, the cameras are always on you.
Right.
You're literally a famous person, whether you like it or not.
Because of your association.
And some people can avoid it. We're watching this. Jason Kelsey's wife does a great job, and she tries to avoid it. Some people try to avoid it. But when you're at the Heisman stage, it showed once he won, it was you didn't even care that he won.
Right.
And then, after, he's taking photos with fans, because that's what you do.
Right.
And he's taking fans with females and males. And I guess every single time there's a female, there's videos of her, and she's just glaring at him. And it's that's half his supporters are going to be. I don't think it means, don't get me wrong, you've been together for 5, 6, 7 years, and he addressed that, because the first question was always oh, she's in it for the money, you're making a bunch of money. Mm-hmm. And he's well, to be honest, she was with me when I was broke, so she's still with me.
Yeah.
Which, fine argument, not a great argument.
But you can see the writing on the wall. He's the #1 high school recruit.
Yeah, he was a huge deal.
#1.
He was going to go to Florida State. He was going to be a huge recruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was the #1 recruit in high school.
Yes, he was a big deal all the time.
You can see the writing on the wall.
100%. And then the problem is, it's dude, these females, yes, you're taking photos. It's just professional athlete. He's in the limelight.
That's gonna
happen.
His whole career.
Absolutely. So I don't know. The thing about it, I think at some point, maybe for her, yes, it's a learning curve where it's hey, you're gonna have to learn how to deal with it. Mm-hmm. I think his thing is, and I mean, I give him a lot of credit. He addresses it, and he's just hey, what do you want me to do? I
put her in my class.
Yeah, this is my fiance, and it's just I mean, at some point, maybe it is a talking point where it's hey, you're gonna be, the photo is always going to be on you.
Right.
It's if Shedeur Sanders gets a girlfriend, or if any of these people get girlfriends, or something happens. I mean, it's like the same thing. Giudice goes to a Tennessee game. It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
They've been broken up for a few months.
Yeah.
It just happens. I mean, Joe Burrow gets his house broken into.
Yeah.
That's a whole thing too. It's like
maybe we'll save Joe Burrow for next.
I mean, it's crazy. It's just like one of those things where it's like you have to learn that you're always in the limelight now, whether you like it or whether you don't. The paparazzi and the publicity and the reporters, they need something to write about.
That's right.
And that sells.
So you think she's going to stick around or no?
I think she's not leaving now. Now that he's cashing these checks.
Unless he doesn't.
He would be the one that would say no, but he seems like he's
obviously
head over heels more than she's engaged.
I don't think there's that many people that are just going to say, see you later, buddy.
Peace.
You're going to be the best player in the NFL in 8 years. But
yeah.
Maybe not 8, but.
I don't even know, dude. This is are we talking college football? Because this is my hottest take. I'll say this, my only thing.
Right into college football.
So Travis Hunter won the Heisman. I get it. He deserved it. You're a two-way player. You don't see it a lot. See people are calling you a unicorn, whatever. The All-American list just came out.
Okay.
So Travis Hunter is first-team cornerback, All-American.
Yeah.
He's then All-American All-Purpose, which I have no idea what that means because he's not a punt returner or a kick returner. I don't.
Well, all-purpose. That is probably the best spot for him.
Yeah. So how are you winning cornerback, All-Purpose, and your second-team All-American wide receiver?
Were his stats that good to be second-team All-American for a receiver?
No, and that's where my second point is coming in. Is you get these writers or you get these people that vote for this stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like...
But we've said that before.
He won the best receiver in college football.
He did?
Yes, he won the Blankenship, whatever the award is.
Bolitnikoff?
He won it! No, he's not even a top 3. First of all, you have a second-team All-American quarterback in Shedeur Sanders, potentially a top 2 or 3 pick.
Yeah.
Throwing you the football.
Yeah.
There's player, San Jose State guy had 400 more yards than you and 2 more touchdowns.
The wide receiver?
Nick Nash. Yeah.
Oh, he is a beast.
Should have won it. The McMillan guy from Arizona had Arizona's quarterback, who is a random, and now he was above you too. Like the thing about it is, I get his name, and sure, we gave him.
And he's going to be one of the best
receivers,
in the
McMillan.
league.
Yeah, that's the thing.
In the draft.
He's potentially going 3 over Hunter.
Oh,
just because, well, they also don't know what position Hunter's going to play.
Right,
so
right.
This is the thing is, and this is, I just think, okay, sure, you won the Heisman, which is also up for debate. I get you played 2 ways, but if you're judging a guy as the best receiver, you have to take away all his defensive stuff, and it's only receiver.
Right.
Like, these people are voting for him. It's Travis Hunter. He played both ways. I don't give a shit.
You can vote for that in the all-purpose.
Exactly. Or the Heisman.
Or, yeah, all-purpose.
Player of the year.
Heisman,
whatever you want. But not
But if you're looking
a specific position.
If you're looking cornerback for the All-America teams, you got to look at only his defensive stats.
Correct.
If you're looking at wide receiver, you only can look at his offensive stats.
It's stupid. I mean, it's stupid. Don't get me wrong. Travis Hunter is a great player.
I don't know if our depth of knowledge on which receivers are just like the best receivers in the country this year, but I feel like if you got with somebody that's like knows that depth of college football knowledge, you could list off probably 5 to 10 receivers for sure that are better than him.
100%. This is the thing, is the reason he was a big deal is because he played both ways.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at it, so he's second team offense, second team. So you have Jeremiah Smith, Ohio State. You have the kid who got hurt a lot, Trey Harris from Ole Miss.
Yeah, he was hurt a lot. He missed a lot of games.
He was unbelievable. First team, though, like I said,
that was second team.
That was second team.
Okay, gotcha.
First team is Nick Nash.
Yeah.
This McMillan from Arizona, and then Xavier Restrepo from Miami.
Also good.
All 3 are way better than him, and I actually would almost even say that the receiver, well, granted, he did get hurt a lot, from Ole Miss was better. Trey Harris.
What about, he did also have like a 39% target share or something?
Hey.
The Mississippi guy.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, I bet you this McMillan guy had one similar. I don't know one other player in Arizona.
Yeah.
And they sucked.
You could probably start talking about that Syracuse guy. He's pretty good.
Yeah. Jaden Higgins, ISU, he's solid too. What's his name actually?
He's potentially a
this
first round.
Andrew Armstrong kid is good from Arkansas too.
Dang, a tight end.
This kid.
What the heck? Tight end, 100 receptions.
Well, yeah, boys. Well, this kid this Tyler Warren kid from Penn State's very good.
Yeah.
But this kid right here, this Jordan Tyson kid from Arizona State, unbelievable.
You love him.
Oh, dude, I love Arizona. Yeah, he was a beast. I mean, this is what's crazy too. This kid from Ohio, he had 67 receptions.
All right, so now that we're into college football, we're talking.
I just don't get where we get these freaking.
We got this coming Saturday. College football playoff games.
Well, Friday.
Oh,
Notre Dame plays Friday against Indiana.
Is that the best first round game that you're looking forward to?
No.
It's the most expensive ticket.
Chris, you already know what.
Most expensive ticket.
And you know what? It's a dang shame.
Tennessee, Ohio State?
That I'm not even going to really be able to watch it because the NFL is on at the same time. No, it's SMU Penn State, baby. Beaver Stadium, 12 o'clock. This must be Eastern time.
Yeah.
11 o'clock, TNT. They threw the boys on TNT for the first game. Also, Clemson, Texas is also on TNT, which is wild.
Yeah, that's the second game.
Yeah.
You don't think Tennessee? Ohio
No,
State?
I would say unbiased Tennessee Ohio State will be the most fun game.
I think Indiana Notre Dame will low key be a good game.
Good game. I think it will be a good game too. I think here's the thing: is this is a prove it game for both of them because Indiana, it's like a huge prove it game where it's like, hey, people were counting you out,
right?
Potentially on the outside. Notre Dame, you guys are always going to be in this situation.
To hate you.
Yeah, they love to hate you. Show up, and you've had a great year. You're number 7. You get a home game, so we'll see what happens. I don't know. I mean the Friday night game will be very good, but yes, I think this Tennessee-Ohio State game will be the best game.
Yeah.
I think Texas will probably run show against them. And bias, I've already said this, I think Smooth will keep it close, but a lot of people are on Penn State. But I think this game right here is also a very big prove-it game because Ohio State has been struggling, and they struggle against bad teams and good teams sometimes, and Tennessee is a very good team. Just atmosphere would be huge.
Okay, so here's
true freshman.
Here's a random question.
Yep.
Who would be, if you have to pick one team to get to the semifinals, which team would that be?
Out of all of them? Wait, what are you talking about? Or just this first round?
Let's start first round.
I would say Texas.
Okay.
Because they have the easiest
round too.
Well, I think so.
So include the teams that get buys. Do you still say Texas has the best likelihood of getting to the semifinals?
Just to the semifinals?
Yeah.
Yes. Because I think, as much as I do love Arizona State, I think Texas's defense is so good. It also, if Tyson, the wide receiver, can play, if not, you can't really run against Texas as much. And Scatterbro is literally their best player.
Honestly, I'd probably pick Penn State.
Yeah, Boise State's tough. I do.
For both answers.
Yeah. I think they're in the same boat. I think they both have, Penn State, the first game, Boise State. I think it will be a very interesting matchup against Boise State. I really do. I think it's hard because it's actually, what is it? It's the only game on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Everyone else is New Year's Day.
They're going to have an extra reason to celebrate.
Home field, though. Playing on the blue turf. Oh, no, it's not. It's the Wolves. Damn.
Yeah. Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't know. Penn State probably
and
Texas
Oregon has
up there.
to play Ohio State or Tennessee. Two of the best teams in the country.
Yeah. If my prediction, I would say this. My prediction is Texas wins against Arizona State. I think Tennessee beats Ohio State. I think SMU keeps it close, covers, probably doesn't win. Then Notre Dame, I think, actually wins by 2 scores.
Wow.
That's my first predictions.
Okay.
But then I will say this, Notre Dame, Georgia is a very good game too. Georgia's offense is not great.
No.
Defense, very good. Defense is very good. We had been talking about the draft a little bit before. I was looking at this mock draft. Mm-hmm. Georgia has 5 defensive players projected first round.
Wow.
I mean, remember, what was it, 2 years ago? Yeah. Remember, it was like 2 years ago or something that literally their whole defense got drafted.
That's true.
And then they came back and probably made it to the championship again.
Mm-hmm.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oregon, man.
Texas is your pick. Penn State's mine to get to the semifinals.
Semifinals, yeah.
Most likely to make it to the semifinals.
Oregon, Texas.
All right, let's talk.
Penn State, Georgia, you think, huh?
Penn State. I'd pick in Penn State to get to the championship.
Got to win the first one.
That's true. Yep. NBA. Cup.
Yeah, NBA Cup. So it's
Bucks.
Technically, when is this dropping?
This will drop on
Thursday again.
Yeah, unless you want to make it early.
No, Thursday's fine. What I'm saying is the NBA Cup. So it'll already be done with, but we're going. So it's Bucks versus the Thunder, great matchup. I think the Thunder are 5.5 point favorites. I saw.
Okay.
Thunder have looked very, very
Makes sense.
good. Kind of a championship caliber team playing like that, and they don't even have Chet Holmgren, who was also playing very good before he got hurt. But
4.5.
4.5.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was actually watching ESPN Bet, and they said
what this
5.5.
says.
Yeah. Well, yeah, they said the guy said 5.5. He bet 5.5, but and I
You
mean
bet the Thunder 5.5.
he did bet the Thunder 5.5, which to be honest,
Gave us an extra point.
not trying to dog the guy. They're not very good at betting.
Okay.
So either way, I do think. I mean, the Bucks are such an interesting team because I feel like they have a lot of talent, but it always is like, okay, if Giannis. I mean, granted, yes, you have two superstars, but if Giannis doesn't play well or Dame doesn't play well, you're not even in contention.
The issue is both of them have been playing well.
Exactly. They've been playing well. Bobby Portis off the bench has been playing pretty well. They've kind of figured it out a little bit. I mean, they went on a streak
They did
to start the
actually
year.
get Chris Middleton back too.
They were what, 1-6?
Yeah, it was not good.
They were 2-9 to start the year.
Really bad.
Then they went on a heater.
Do you think Darvin Ham gets it done 2 years in a row?
I don't know.
Last year,
With the
Lakers
Lakers?
head coach. This year, assistant on the Bucks.
No,
He's the only person in the NBA that's undefeated in an NBA Cup.
Really?
Yeah.
I would say no.
Okay. So you think the Thunder are going to win?
I do think the Thunder are going to win. I think they're very good.
Pretty tough to pick against the Thunder.
Yeah, Hartenstein's playing very well as the big guy in the middle. It will be very interesting though to see. I mean, when you watch the Thunder, like obviously that Shea is the guy.
Yeah.
But also like Jalen Williams is very good. Hartenstein is very good pick and roll player. And so it's like, I mean, I don't know. And then you got guys coming off the bench that are pretty good too. I just don't know.
You're just
the Bucks
bringing everybody in that's just launching threes.
Oh, both teams launch threes.
Yeah.
Well, that's why it's interesting too. The over under is like 217, and I get they're going to play defense. Both teams are going to launch from three.
Yeah.
So what is it? $1 million reward, something like that.
I think it's
$500K.
Each player gets $500K,
and the losing gets $250.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, and that was $100K I think per team that makes it to the semifinals, which is crazy for those guys that are just on the bench. Can you imagine if you're on the bench?
Yeah,
that's
what
$250K.
they do it for, baby.
Yeah, that's why they're playing. Yeah, we'll see. Other news: Joel Embiid hurt again.
Yeah,
this is his 5th time being hurt this year. I think.
What a surprise!
Out a week. I don't know. Maybe he's just
should just hang it up.
Hang it up this year.
Okay.
Hang it up this year. The team's been dog water.
The other thing that I want to talk about for the NBA Cup.
Yeah.
I understand that what they're trying to do and get people to like focus on the NBA Cup games. Last week when all the NBA Cup like semifinal games were happening, the worst week of NBA the whole year.
Yeah, there was like 2 games a night.
There was 1 game on Monday. There was 2 games on Tuesday. 2 games on Wednesday. 3 games on Thursday. Then like, I don't know, more on Friday. 5-ish.
Yeah.
And then Saturday, there was 2 games. Sunday, everybody else played. Sunday and Monday, like everybody else played. And then Tuesday, there's 1 game. Like, this is ridiculous. There's 1 to 3 games the majority of the whole week.
Yeah, it was almost like it was like a break. Like the Sunday before that, everyone played.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Monday, yeah, like you said, 1 game. So it went 1 game, 2 games, 2 games, 3 games.
Right.
Most teams. 2 games Saturday.
Also, Saturday's the semifinals.
Yep.
And you got, so I believe most teams either played Thursday or Friday that weren't in the, that didn't advance in the NBA Cup.
Yep.
And then
because Wednesday was the quarterfinals, yeah.
Tuesday and Wednesday.
Yep.
And then Thursday, Friday was a combination. So would that be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11?
11. So 22 games. Or 22 teams.
That'd be 22 teams plus the 8, so that'd be 30.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that makes sense. And then Saturday was the semifinals, and then Sunday and Monday, everybody that it didn't advance plays again. And then Tuesday's championship.
Yeah. This is a week prior, yeah. Yeah. I mean...
It's just the stupidest week. They got to figure that out.
Well, I think they need to figure it out, and I think, because obviously that's here to stay, I think the biggest thing, though, is, like, it is crazy because I've seen a lot of stuff about the NBA TV ratings are significantly down. And to be honest, we've said this. What do you call the league?
National Blowout Association.
So there's either blowouts or you watch some of these games, and the only games that, don't get me wrong, they're actually showing that they care. The NBA Cup is good for is because teams play defense and teams care.
People were watching them because all the main guys were playing towards the end
full minutes
because they wanted to see their bets win.
They want to see their bets win, and they also point differential mattered in the games leading up to it.
In the first couple games,
right?
Because then it got to the point where, well, this team already has minus 50 point differential. They don't really care. They're just playing it like a normal game.
Right. So that's what I'm saying. It's one of those things where it's just like, I get the idea of it, but it's also very hard where it's like, okay, on Tuesday night, it's literally only NBA. But I bet you there's a lot of people that will be like, I will tune in, but also there will be a ton of people who are like, I don't give a shit about it.
Right.
You have one game.
Yeah.
And neither of these teams, for some people, they don't care about.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I mean, it's also very tough where you start watching a game, and at some point, I mean, literally all it is just teams are hucking threes.
And half the colors of the courts were
god awful, brutal. And don't get me wrong, they're fun to games are fun to watch, and it's like the Timberwolves are fun to watch. But it's like if the Timberwolves aren't playing, like it's really not enjoyable for me, at least to I mean, I like watching it because it's like sometimes sports and there's good games. But for the majority of these games, I don't care. I don't care about Chicago versus Toronto.
Right.
So I think the NBA needs to figure something out, especially because the scheduling or something needs to change, and just you need to make it better.
It's true.
I get you have this championship game, and I get you want to make it the focal point, but at the same time, if it's the only thing on TV, there's a lot of people who are saying, I'm just not watching that tonight.
And also, there's no games on Wednesday, the day after.
Yeah, like, what are we doing? What, you get a break?
Yeah.
So then you play Thursday, Saturday?
I don't know.
Most teams probably, yeah, Thursday or Friday, and then Saturday.
Yeah.
And then Sunday has 3 games. I mean, the hard part about this Saturday is coming up, you have college football playoff, you have NFL. You ain't watching these games.
You have 15 NBA.
Yeah, like, come on. It's bad.
Poor scheduling. Gotta do better.
Some would say, but
All right, there you go.
it's NBA.
We're good.
That's all I got. NBA, Skull Vikes. Yeah.
Also, next week, no episode.
Yeah. Drop it to him. You did say he's gonna be right. We'll talk about that one next week. We'll talk about it
In 2 weeks.
in a few weeks.
Unfortunately, next week I'll still...
Not unfortunately. Chris is going on a cruise.
Yeah.
He's having a great time and going to enter a pickleball tournament. Dominate the pickleball tournament.
Very mediocre pickleballer, but
when asked what his ranking was, he said winner. So he's going to win
I'm
the thing.
expecting the competition.
Hopefully you get a shirt that you can show the people.
I would love that.
And then obviously Tuesday is Christmas.
Yeah, so I get back on Monday.
Or no,
at 9:30.
Wednesday's Christmas.
I get back at 9:30 p.m. on Monday.
Yeah,
and then the
Christmas
next
Eve.
day is Christmas Eve.
Christmas Eve, that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
And then the next day is Christmas Day.
Correct, comes up to Christmas Eve, yep. So yeah, sorry.
Not next week.
We'll have a lot to talk about.
It's just the calendar.
Dude, yeah, don't blame us.
Yeah, just the calendar.
We'll miss you guys, but.
So we'll see you on, what would that be? I guess that would be the 2nd. January 2nd is when the next episode